everyone, it's Ashwin Rao. Today's video features an unboxing of a pair of side zip boots that I had a chance to collaborate with from Blazing Wonders, based out of China. Also known as Helen Shoemaker, you can find more content about Blazing Wonders on the channels of Shelvedge and I believe Wisconsin Shoe Guy, who have featured their makeups in the past. So Helen reached out to me several months ago with a proposition to purchase a pair of boots at a 30% discount. So I took them up on that 30% discount offer. So I did pay my own hard-earned cash for these shoes, but at a 30% discount. You can see the box here has a unique back folding seam here. So this here is connected, whereas the other side is open. So it has a folding lid designed to it like that. So we're gonna open this boot up. The box came protected in a separate box, but just got a few dings and shipment. It looks like they come with two pairs of insoles, both with the Blazing Wonders logo emblazoned upon them. If you look at the inside of this, there appears to be some form of, foam material that's designed to provide adjustable fit here. So I'm looking forward to trying these out if I even need them. I generally like the feel of leather on my feet rather than foam, but we'll give those a try if we need to, and hopefully the size and fit is appropriate without these. But they're available to you and provided right off the bat. Looks like a top made of leather and a bottom made of foam. So putting those to the side, we now have this shoe tree that you can see right here, made out of either some plastic or synthetic material or maybe some bone. It feels more plasticky to me, but definitely a nice little add-on and touch. Moving past that, it looks like we have a green, or at least two green shoe bags with yellow pull tabs which cover the boots. And so this appears to be a felt-like material, very soft, nice handle. No branding that I can see on, no branding on the boot bag, so there's that as well. Nice yellow tabs here. And if we go ahead and remove this bag from the boot, you're gonna see our first glance of the side zip boot from Helen Shoemaker. This is done in a red-brown suede leather. I was initially a little worried that this might be too red when I saw the pictures, but overall I really like the color here. It actually in real world looks like a nice medium red-brown with a little bit more of a red emphasis. Paying some further attention to this, the side zip style is a lot like a Chelsea style boot, although with a Chelsea you get a U-shaped elastic pad right here that helps with fit. And in the case of a side zip boot, you can see there's more of just a zipper along the side here that you can pull down. It should make it really easy to apply and take off these shoes. But there's a side zip that opens up and then you can put your foot in. You can see a nice full grain leather lining that's stitched to this outside leather, but it really is mainly leather here we're talking about. The other feature that I really wanted to feature was their braided Norwegian welt. You can see that that's a braided Norwegian welt. The braiding is done by hand, but I think the remainder of the stitching on the outsole is done by machine in the forefoot, from what I was told. And then the waist here is done by hand because it's a blind waist, which requires hand stitching to be done. Really nicely done. So a combination of machine and hand stitching to fasten the outsole to the remainder of the shoe. You can see a really nice heel block that has an offset notch between the waist, which appears to be a squared off waist with a slight bevel to it. I like that bevel. With a slight roundedness to the waist here. So you see a squared off waist. There's just a little bit of beveling, meaning softening of that hard edge on that instep right there. And then if you go to the other side, you also see pretty much a sharp edge here with a slight bit of beveling just to round off any harsh corners. And again, that offset heel block right there. So keeping that in mind, we'll go back to our main profile. You can see that this is largely one piece of leather here. I believe there's a seam on the back that's hidden by this leather strip on the back here. So that is a single seam right here. And then if you go look on the inside, you see largely that one piece of leather. Although I do think if you look over here, there's a seam right here that suggests that there's probably actually two pieces of leather. One that involves, I'm guessing, this strip right here, a separate seam back here, and then the rest of this is really one piece of leather. But it's designed to give you the vibe of this being a hole cut boot, but I think it actually is two pieces of leather with a slight seam here. That being said, an extremely clean look and profile that you can see here. I mentioned the waist with a rounded waist, but let's talk about the rest of the sole here. I requested rubber toppy sole protectors as well as a toe plate. You can see they use Triumph style toe plates right here, and then this rubber toppy insert for the front as well as the heel block here that separate this rounded edge. And I like the echo of the rounding of the design of this toppy here to the rounded waist that we see right here. So I think that that's a really nice touch. Interestingly enough, the toe plate is slightly offset in its angle from the rubber toppy end here. So there's a slight asymmetry there. I think it looks fine, but it's just something to note that I hadn't seen before. I saw a last that looked like it was a soft square with a slight chisel, and that's what we're getting here, is a slightly chiseled toe with a gentle asymmetric soft square last right here. So really nicely done overall. And here's that braided Norwegian welt. You can see a little bit more up close here and here. Very, very well done. Beautiful natural edge dressing to complement the natural waist and the silver toe plate. You can see again the largely featureless side and front profile, which leads to a very clean profile. It's why I thought that the Norwegian welt would look well, because it gives this top a little bit more of a distinct look to it, along with that offset heel, natural edge dressing, and natural beveled and a rounded waist. And then here's the other side of that boot. But this is Blazing Wonders Helen Shoemaker, available through Instagram direct messaging, and they will connect with you. They take payment via Wise these days, more so than PayPal, so just factor that into your purchase algorithm and choice. I think that they offer a really high quality, largely handmade boot with some machine embellishing to save on cost should you want it. And I'm really looking forward to putting these on my feet and testing these out. I really like the opportunity for a really clean design to come forward and present itself, and that's what Blazing Wonders is doing right here. So side zip boot from Blazing Wonders, Helen Shoemaker. Hope you're all doing well. Y'all have a very good day. Take care. Bye-bye.